Welcome back to Temporal Directive, the Star Trek fan podcast rewatching the entire franchise in chronological order. I'm Gary.
And I'm Tom.
And this week we're watching Star Trek Discovery's double episode premiere, The Vulcan Hello and Battle at the Binary Stars. Star Trek, the ultimate franchise. These are the podcasts of the Wakefield brothers. Their 16-year mission to watch every production, to seek out life lessons and new inspirations, to boldly watch like most fans have watched before. Hello, Thomas.
Howdy, howdy.
How you doing?
Oh, yeah.
What's
Same
happening?
as same.
How's your week been?
Boring. Same
Yeah.
as same. Yep. Work and some work with some work on the side. It's been great. Yeah.
That's a heavy work week.
Yeah.
Gross.
Mm.
I also have not done much this week. Yeah, it's been a pretty light week. It's just the same work. Next week we're not recording next weekend, as you know.
Yeah.
I'm off to Hobart for a work thing on Thursday. Don't get back till Sunday, so we're not going to get a chance to record. But so I'm looking forward to going down to Hobart for a few days, even though it's for work, and I'll be at a conference for Friday, Saturday, which might be a little mind-numbingly boring, but hopefully it's interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'd be nice to be out of routine and do something different for a couple of days.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Other than that, it's been pretty dull.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, my week's been pretty much the same.
In Star Trek news, San Diego Comic-Con is on this weekend. Why aren't we there?
I was going to say, what are we doing here?
There is 3 different original series bridge sets coming out.
As in
3 different sets.
of...
The first one is a Lego set.
Right. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah.
Which looks amazing for Lego, if you like Lego.
Yeah.
And I'm real tempted to buy this one.
I don't like the price of Lego.
This one's much more price friendly than the Enterprise D, which was in Australia it was $600.
Yeah, it was
this
nuts.
is going to be, I think, around $3,
It's better.
which is better.
Yeah.
It's also much smaller, but there is like minifigs. I think the thing that gets me is I would just get the minifigs.
Minifigs,
Like
yeah.
I would get all the Star Trek character minifigs.
Yeah, that's fair.
But the bridge looks really cool in Lego. Like I really like it.
Yeah, right. Okay.
And every character has a little something that they're holding,
Yeah.
and there's tribbles.
Did you send me this the other day?
I may have, yeah.
I recall you sending me something and me going, "Oh, I'll watch that later," and then never getting back to it.
Yeah, that would be it.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's pretty cool. That's impressive.
Yeah, I really
yeah.
liked it.
Yeah.
Anyway, Lego is not the only set.
Mm.
As I mentioned, there's 3.
Yeah.
Nacelle Toys has a modular set coming out, which is a 12-piece subscription. So you get one section of the bridge
Like the
at a
Dalek I'm
time.
building.
Yep, this is only 12 pieces, so you're not going to be subscribed indefinitely.
It's not for the next 3 years like
Yeah.
my Dalek. And
Or like the Starship collection that people
we were
sign
started.
up to. Yeah.
Mm.
So it's just a 12-piece subscription to get each 12 segments of the bridge.
Yeah.
That looks cool. Looks fine. But
Mm.
Factory Entertainment has a modular replica set as well.
Yeah.
But it looks fucking
Pristine.
immaculate. It
Yeah.
looks so perfect to what the original series set looks like. It has interactive lights and sounds.
Oh.
You can remove each segment, so like you could with the actual sets. They're all modular
Gotcha.
and moving, and they just lock in and automatically turn on.
because the base is powered. So and there's also replica sound effects, and the doors are automatic, and they've taken all the scenes from the show that have gone through the view screen, and they've digitally removed all the heads and everything when when you're looking over Sulu and Chekhov's head. They've removed all that, so you just get what they would have seen on the view screen of and then that just plays through on a loop.
Really? That's awesome.
Everything lights up. It looks gorgeous. It looks so good.
Yeah, for what price?
There is no price yet.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But it's going to be hefty.
It'll have to be, yeah.
Yep. They said it's going to be like a bespoke kind of order. So the amount they produce will be based on the demand.
Yeah.
So if 500 people
want it,
pre-order it, they'll probably make 500. If if it's 1,000, they'll make 1,000. But it's probably going to be made to order kind of situation.
Yeah.
But it looks
I'm gonna have to write this
so
down.
good. Yeah, Factory Entertainment.
Right.
The Mythbuster guy that goes to everything, he did a video on it, and it's a really detailed close-up look. So look for that.
All right, I will definitely do that.
Why don't you wait and see what the price is before you start selling things? Anyway, so San Diego Comic-Con is on a non-Trek related panel. The Star Trek movie writer-directors that were announced a little while ago for the next movie provided a bit of an update, speaking publicly about the project for the very first time.
Yeah.
So when the studio got taken over, everything kind of stopped. And they gave this project to them. They did Spider-Man Homecoming, Dungeons and Dragons, a couple of other things. And they have said that one of them said, I think we can say the script is in progress and that we're very excited about it. And I think people will be surprised. I really can't say anything else other than that.
Yeah, okay.
But they did say something other than that. They added later on, I think we've said in the past, and it's been reported, that it won't be the characters that you've seen previously in your Star Trek movies. So there's a new sort of take on that, and I think it'll probably be a little further into the future than we've been before.
Okay.
They specifically talked about Star Trek movies.
Yeah.
So we don't know whether they were talking about, is it going to go further in time than the other movies, because the movies only go up to the end of next gen.
Yeah.
Like not even, Picard era.
That's right.
So is it just going to be somewhere
between?
There's kind of assuming it's going to be post Picard, but pre-Burn.
Yeah.
So before the big jump in Discovery. I assume.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Because there's also that short trek that they did from Discovery that was like super far in the future.
That was way the ship lost in that little thing. Yeah.
So that short is actually the last thing in our chronology.
Well,
that's the last Star Trek thing we'll watch, unless for some reason
this comes out.
This comes out and it's further than that, which I can't imagine. But so a little tease that they're working on it and that it's going to be somewhere in the far future, but who knows? But anyway, there's movement. They're working. That's good.
Nice.
This morning in San Diego, this morning our time, there was the Star Trek 60th anniversary panel, and they had representation, like someone from the cast of every iteration of Star Trek that has existed. So that was really cool.
That's great.
Yeah. There was not much in the way of announcements, though. Which is disappointing, seeing as it's the 60th anniversary, and the panel, from what I read, because it wasn't live streamed, unfortunately, but it really focused on the history and how the impact that Star Trek's had in 60 years, which is great. That's what it should be. It should. That's what a 60th celebration should do. But it would be nice to have seen a little glimpse of what's to come. Because at the moment, that Star Trek movie is the only thing in development that we know of.
Yeah.
So we have no idea what's going on with the franchise post Season 5 Strange New Worlds or Season 2 Starfleet Academy.
Yeah.
Except for this one film. So it would have been nice.
Yeah.
What they did drop is that little kids show, the under 6 Nickelodeon YouTube series, the Star Trek Scouts.
Yeah.
That's getting a second season.
Great.
So that must be popular with the under 6 crowd. There's a new character coming to Starfleet Academy Season 2.
Who cares?
And there's a new character coming to one of the later episodes of season 4 of Strange New Worlds.
Well,
and they
okay.
dropped a new trailer for this season that just started as well. So in the new trailer, there is a glimpse of Trelane. So Trelane is back.
Right.
Maybe, I'm not going to hold my breath, but maybe Q will also be back with Trelane this time instead of just a voice cameo.
Would be nice.
That would be cool to have Trelane and Q both together, but I'm not going to hold my breath on that one.
Yeah.
No puppets in the trailer. It's like last San Diego Comic-Con, that was the only thing they showed from this season. Yeah. They created a whole trailer just to show us that. And now, since then, nothing. There hasn't been a glimpse of felt anywhere in any of the promotions. So, yeah, we know it's coming, but it seems like they're purposely keeping it from us. Yeah. I don't know if it's because of the backlash,
they want to build it,
or whether it's just because they want to keep it a surprise and be excited.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There'll be a 50-50 because half the people are like me who are like, come on, I want to see it. And then there's people like you who are like, oh my fucking God, and I wish this just got deleted and they never showed it ever.
Yes, that is exactly how I feel, and I haven't even watched it yet.
I know. That's why.
I'm hoping to be surprised.
Yeah. You won't be.
I won't be. I know.
You will hate it.
I will.
I will love it.
And also, Dragon. Dragon breathing fire on the Enterprise.
Yeah. I'm not as upset about that.
If it's Trelane, I'm okay with it.
Well, look, they've like come across like Greek gods and all sorts of things, right?
How can fire exist in space?
Well, it can't. But you can make that argument for every time the ship fucking blows up and stuff.
Yes, but I can forgive that.
Oh, can you?
Yes.
That's okay.
But a dragon breathing fire in space?
Yeah, but they've met giant floating heads and hands and all sorts of shit in the original series. Like, you know, and then like that bloody in Next Gen, you know, merry men running around in tights. Like, you know, like they.
I am not a merry man.
You know, this fantasy realm of things does exist throughout Star Trek since the original series. So a dragon flying around is not far from a castle.
In space.
Yes, well, again,
a dragon itself, I'm okay with. If they went to a planet, even if they went to 65 million years ago on Earth, and they had dragons flying around, I'd be like, you know what? Maybe the T-Rex didn't have tiny little arms. Maybe they were just little wing nubs, and with the wings didn't get preserved. You don't know.
That's it. Yeah, sure.
but I could have accepted that. Yeah. But a fire-breathing dragon in space? It's too much. It's too much for my brain. Anyway.
Is it the same episode as when they're felt and they're all scared they're going to burst into flames?
Oh my God, I hope so, because then I can just never watch that episode ever again. I can just delete that episode.
Like I
deleted that episode last season that I hated. I'll never watch that again. Anyway, that's it. That's all the Star Trek news that we have. But
yeah. Right. Yeah. Interesting.
We are starting Discovery. And when we do a new season of a show, we usually talk a little bit about what Star Trek and TV is doing at the time. So I thought I'd put a couple of notes together for that. Discovery was the start of what is usually called the streaming era of Star Trek.
Yeah.
And it launched in September 2017. Star Trek had been off TV screen since the end of Enterprise in 2005. So it had been 12 years since Star Trek had been on television. In between, though, we did have the Kelvin Universe movies in 2009, 13, and 16.
And weren't fans, they
fun? Yeah, sure. Fans are pretty excited that Star Trek was coming back, including me. I was pretty excited.
Hell yeah.
But also, everyone was a little bit skeptical about when it was going to be set.
Yeah.
It was going to be after Enterprise, but before Kirk and Spock in the original series. And the producers were very clear that this was going to be set in the original timeline and not the new Kelvin universe established in the recent films.
Prime timeline,
which everyone looked... everyone was really...
happy.
No.
What?
No, they were not happy. for reasons that you are unhappy.
Yeah.
They were changing the design. They were changing what things looked like. They were changing technology.
Yeah.
So people were not happy because
you see, at the time, I was happy that they were sticking to that, but I wasn't watching anything to see what they were doing to change shit.
Well, yes, when they announced that that's when it was going to be set, people were like, "Oh, excellent! We don't want Kelvin universe bullshit."
Because all of that was they changed everything in the Kelvin universe and they fucked it all up.
But they must have been expecting a set to look like the fucking original series.
Well, pretty close to.
Why would you?
Well, look, there's a line, right? If you watch Doctor Who, and don't make that face. Because you just made a face.
Yes, I did.
Now, I'm not talking about like the Doctor or anything like that, but when they make an update to like their aliens, because they update their aliens just like any other series does.
Just like they did with the Klingons from the original series.
Yeah. Kind of. Except they didn't even make as big a change when Doctor Who does it. They stick to the original designs that they have, but just make it out of new stuff. So that they look better, but they stick to the same design. So they don't really
So they don't
change
redesign
much.
them.
Not really, no. They just make them more defined and refined.
So they should have just put some brown makeup on some actors and stuck some hair on them for Klingons?
It's not what I said. But if they had have done that, that would have been fine. But they'd already done that sort of thing in Next Gen, where they'd updated the Klingons to be Worf, etc., with the bumpy foreheads.
That was done in the movies, actually.
Well, in the movies, and then with Worf as the series, whatever. So they'd already done that and established that.
Yes.
So they could have had flat-headed Klingons and bumpy-headed Klingons because they'd already established what happened. They could have done all of that, but instead they completely redefined what a Klingon was, both in look and in what they do. It's weird.
What do you mean in what they do?
Yeah, we'll get there. But the way they look is completely different too, and I don't like that. Like, they completely redesigned what a Klingon was.
And who cares?
Me and all of the fans. Because why even use a Klingon? Make up a new species.
But they're Klingons.
They're not Klingons. That's what I'm saying.
We haven't watched it yet, Tom. Wait. Hold that thought.
Yeah.
I wasn't even talking about that. I said
know.
the original series set.
Yes.
Yes. Anyway. So, yes, there was some optimism in the time period it was set, in the timeline it was set, and some trepidation about the time period it was set in.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't think they were ever going to please everyone.
No.
And I think they knew that going in.
Of course.
There was also a bit of production disputes, arguments, uncertainties. I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
But Brian Fuller was originally the showrunner on this series and did a lot of the conceptualizing and writing and stuff, and then left the project. And it was kind of reworked and changed after he
That's never
left. Good. Yeah, so it was a bit of a... Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I think I have a feeling he had a particular vision of what he thought it was going to be, and the studio didn't want it to be quite like that. So I have a feeling, I don't think it's ever been confirmed, that he left because he was getting too controlled.
Yeah.
That's the impression I got.
Creative differences is what it's
That's
called.
what I said. But TV looked a lot different from when TNG and DS9 and even Enterprise was on. Streaming had started, and Discovery was set to premiere the first 2 episodes, the ones we're watching and discussing today, on CBS, kind of traditionally, and then moving to what was then known as CBS All Access in the US. In Australia here, it went straight to Netflix. Yeah. So the popular network shows, like the CBS and the traditional TV networks, the popular shows at the time were The Big Bang Theory, This Is Us, Roseanne, Young Sheldon, The Voice, The Good Doctor, those sorts of shows.
Yeah.
On streaming, though, people were watching stuff that was a bit more heavy. They were watching The Handmaid's Tale, Game of Thrones, Stranger Things, The Crown. So very different vibes from network TV to streaming TV.
Oh, yeah.
Also, they were talking about this in at least a year out, right? So this was premiering in 2017. And what was happening in 2017? Donald Trump had been sworn in as president of the U.S. for his first term in January of that year. There was a rise in visible white nationalist and other far-right groups in the U.S., including a Charlottesville rally where a counter-protester was killed, which just kept escalating and is still escalating today. There was a Las Vegas shooting that happened, which was the deadliest mass shooting perpetrated by a lone gunman in U.S. history. The Walt Disney Company acquired 20th Century Fox for $66 billion in December 2017. And 2017 also saw the rise of the Me Too movement. So there was a lot of conversations about women's rights and equality, and there was a lot to do in the entertainment industry about how women were treated in the industry as well.
Yeah.
So that was happening at the time. In Australia, 2017 was when the same-sex marriage plebiscite happened here in Australia, which eventually led to the equal marriage laws. In September, NASA's Cassini mission concluded its 20-year journey with a final dive into Saturn. And in early 2018, SpaceX successfully conducts its maiden flight of its most powerful rocket to date, the Falcon Heavy. And, in really sad news, the last male white rhino died in Kenya, marking the effective extinction of the species that year. So, yeah, that's what was happening at the time.
Yeah.
Times I remember too clearly.
Yeah.
Crazy. It's when we were watching Enterprise and we talked about this each season. I was like, oh yeah, I kind of remember that.
Yeah.
It was 2005. I was a young adult. I didn't really pay that much attention to world stuff. But by the time this come around in 2017, I was old enough to like give a fuck.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's good or bad, but
give a fuck and understand it more.
Yeah.
Going on. Yeah.
So we're watching The Vulcan Hello, story by Brian Fuller and Alex Kurtzman, teleplay by Akiva Goldsman and Brian Fuller, directed by David Semel. The original air date was September 24th, 2017. And then we'll watch Battle at the Binary Stars, story by Brian Fuller, teleplay by Gretchen J. Berg and Aaron Harberts, and directed by Adam Kane, and the same air date.
Yeah.
The IMDb synopsis for The Vulcan Hello is: while patrolling Federation space, the U.S.S. Shenzhou encounters an object of unknown origin, putting First Officer Michael Burnham to her greatest test yet. That's it.
Yep.
Let's go watch it.
Radio.
And we're back from watching Discovery's premiere. Tom!
Yeah.
First thoughts.
You mean like second thoughts, third thoughts? I have watched it before.
This is very true. Yes. First thoughts from the rewatch.
Yeah. No, it's pretty good. It's not bad. For a new Trek of its time, when it came out the first time especially, it was pretty cool, pretty awesome to watch. Rewatching it, and as we mentioned on the way into watching it, I have some issues.
What? Like in general, or with this?
Why, thank you. Look, I really love the characters in it. Like, I really love the characters. They're great. Michael annoys me a little bit, but, like, is that a surprise to anyone that I have an annoyance with one of the main characters? So, no. But, like, the rest of the cast is pretty unreal in this. It's pretty awesome.
You haven't even met them yet, really?
That's coming up. But Saru's really good in this. And Burnham is not too bad. Like, if we're talking about just the first episode, like this, not what's to come, then she does a good job. Like, this is good. And Captain Giorgio is amazing.
Fucking love her.
Yeah, she's just brilliant. And for them to kill a captain in like the first two episodes is like, what the fuck did we just watch? I mean, is this Voyager or what? Like, we're just killing half the crew, or
yeah,
like you just spent 2 episodes building up a character, and then like, holy shit, So like that's pretty good.
Which makes sense why they do it later on. But.
Yeah. But for when you're watching it the first time, you're like, oh, fuck. Like, this is pretty unreal that they've spent so much time invested in this and flashing back.
I love the dynamic between Giorgio, Burnham, and Saru.
Yeah.
I would have loved to have like a whole season of Shenzhou.
Yeah.
Before they got to this Klingon stuff.
I know, it would have been great.
Because I would have loved to have really got to know those three and the dynamics and the ship. And Captain Giorgio just seems so amazing and wonderful that I would just want more of her.
Yeah.
And like when we get into later episodes of the series, I'm not so enamored with the Emperor Giorgio.
No, Emperor isn't as fun.
Yeah, but we'll get to that when we get to the mirror, when we get to those episodes.
Those parts.
Yeah, I really love the dynamic of those three characters that we get a glimpse of in this pilot episode.
Yeah. The obvious thing that I have an issue is with the Klingons.
Here we go.
Yeah. Now, having said that, it's going to be shorter than you think, probably.
Oh, well,
because the Klingons, as what they're doing, like the
uniting the houses.
The uniting the houses and all that kind of stuff. I really like that concept. I like that Klingons have been divided and they have to come together and there's a faction that's doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Love all that idea. Mm-hmm. Love that. I just don't like how they look. And I don't mean that. Thank you. I don't mean that the color or the fact that they've been updated in the way they look in the sense of the bumpy foreheads and the weird additions, and the pointy fingers sort of weird me out a little, but that's just different. Anyway, the no big puffy hair and the outfits they wear are the main things that I have issues with, and the way they look at their dead, do the weird thing with their dead, and I'm assuming that's just part of this house's thing, but I don't like that either. I don't know whether that is this house's thing, I don't know, but because the dead is just it's empty, like in the future, we know that they just don't give a shit about that. Like the spirits in Stavokor, it doesn't matter. So I don't like that they've made that a big thing with the Klingons.
Again, like you said, it's probably just that house.
Yeah. So that doesn't. Yeah. So that doesn't bother me as much now that I've sort of clicked that might just be that particular thing.
Mm-hmm.
But the ornateness of all the Klingons is what I don't like. Hugely don't like, because they're meant to be this rough and rugged, like, you know, whacking on some leathers because they can't be bothered and they don't bathe and all that kind of stuff. Not that they can't be bothered, but you know what I mean?
They had a uniform. They've always had a uniform.
Well,
that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, but they didn't have ornate pieces of fucking metal metal designs.
What was Worf wearing over his Starfleet uniform?
A sash.
Oh, that's pretty ornate, Tom.
It's not ornate, actually.
It's got a little thing on it.
Yeah, it's got a pin on it, and it's one ornate
but it's
sash.
For appearance.
What it is not is an actual complete costume made out of ornate molded metal. Every single Klingon in that ship that we saw today, the entire lot of them had ornate made
uniforms.
No, they didn't. It was everyone, even every house had ornate costumey stuff.
Uniforms.
No, because they had little fucking crystals and shit on their shoulders. It makes no sense for Klingons to wear such ornate pieces. None whatsoever. It's not.
Why?
Because it's not how Klingons are. Klingons are rough and ready, and like they let their
hair
grow.
Rough and ready.
Yes, ready to fight. Like they don't have ornate pieces that you grab the fucking top of their fucking shoulder fucking pointy things and rip them around. Like, it just makes no sense. None whatsoever. They wouldn't spend the time making that kind of crap. In majority. It just wouldn't happen. It's dumb. I didn't like the ornateness of the batleths and stuff. Like, that's not...
It wasn't a batleth, but yeah.
Yeah, but their weaponry, like, it was overdone. Like, it should have just been a blade. Like, you know, every now and then, obviously there's ornate ones for ceremonial purposes, but not just their standard weapons being so fancy. It's just not what we know as Klingon. That's what I don't like.
My question is, why does it matter?
Because we've had a well-established Klingons for, 3 series of TV? 4, if you go to Enterprise?
What were you going to before?
Next Gen, Deep
series.
Space Nine.
Sorry, yeah. Right.
So we've spent all those generations
change
of shows
from the original series.
That's why I said
Next
4.
Gen.
Yeah. I didn't include that.
Right.
Yeah.
But you can accept that change. Why can't you accept this change?
Well, I can accept that change because it's the fucking 60s to the 90s.
And this is the 80s.
Well,
the 70s when they were making movies.
Yeah.
When they first designed the Klingons. The 1970s to the 2010s.
Yeah.
Which is a bigger jump than the 60s to the 70s.
Yeah, but they, even between the 60s and the 70s or whatever,
yes,
they didn't change the Klingons, and that mostly their dress dents and stuff didn't change. It was just the bumpy foreheads, and I don't care about the change of like the new noses and teeth and pointy fingers and color of the skin being actually black and white and mixed whatevers. That's fine, because that's just an updated version of the species, essentially. It's the changing of how the species actually exists. Like, we know that they don't bathe. And we know they have big puffy hair and stuff.
I think they probably do bathe.
Yeah, well, you know what I mean. Like,
I don't think Jadzia would have banged Worf if he hadn't had a shower every now and then.
You know what I'm talking about. You know, they're just not as... They're just rough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas this, they're all ornate and, like, you know, weird. Got big bits of jewelry hanging off them and stuff. It's
Who cares?
Not right.
Who cares?
Me.
That's like the least important thing is how someone dresses.
I don't care about it's what it symbolizes by their dress.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Me.
Why?
Because it symbolizes
I don't
what a
understand.
Klingon is.
Yeah, but they're still a warrior race. They're still run by houses and caste systems. They're still like enemies of the Federation. They're still believing in Carless. They're still yelling into the heavens of Sto-Vo-Kor when someone dies. Like everything that is important about the Klingons is intact.
Yeah, but they do the same thing with like the Betazoids, right? In the future, in the other series, they take away the ability to actually read the minds of the people around them, right? So they just have a sense of feeling in the future. That's what a Betazoid is, right?
Do they?
Yeah. When we watch the series of what do they call it? The Academy series?
Oh, Starfleet Academy.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Starfleet Academy, they take away the Betazoid's ability to read minds. Is that not fucked?
That's an innate thing that the people do as a biologically.
Yeah.
That would be like if the Klingons didn't have bumpy foreheads or
they didn't. They don't.
Not the way they dress.
Yeah, but
not their how they whatever. It's dress. You're talking about a uniform.
Yeah, but I'm talking about what that means to.
Yes, I understand
it represents as what Klingons are.
How is it different?
Represented?
How?
Because
they give more of a shit about how they appear and that they're taking. Like maybe they've got decorative things for each of the houses that is unique to that particular house, and they take time to design that.
Yeah.
Like what? How does that? How does that change who the Klingon is?
So much, I suppose, but it
doesn't affect the species.
Well,
what you're talking about with the Betazoids is completely different. Like you're changing what they do. That would be like if the Klingons were now hippies and sitting around like passing a fucking, Kronos bong. Like,
yeah,
it's completely changed. That would be a complete change.
Yeah.
This is not a complete change. The Klingons are still Klingon. Everything about them is the same except that they are prettier.
Yeah. Well, you see, I don't think they are exactly the same. That's what I'm getting at, and I think it starts with that.
Yes, I understand what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
I just don't think it matters.
Yeah.
Because what you're saying is so superficial.
Well, I think it's a way of describing what they've done to the Klingons in the series, because I think the personalities of Klingons have changed as well in the series, so they're not as
like in Discovery.
Yeah.
How?
Because I don't think they focus the same as Klingons do in the other series. Like a lot of the Klingons.
What do you mean?
Because they're not so much about honor and stuff, are they? They're just about uniting and whatever else. It's not like fighting for honor and like.
Yeah.
Well, it's not.
Not yet, because this guy's got a mission.
Yeah.
This guy's trying to unite the whole Klingon empire into one empire instead of scattered houses.
Yeah.
Like they're not. They didn't say the word honor, but that is what he's claiming. Yeah. Like he didn't say we're doing this for the honor of the empire, but he did say we as Klingons need to band together against this threat.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, fine.
We're going to have to agree to disagree because
that's it.
Neither of us is going to change our mind.
No, that's right. Because I just don't think they're as Klingons as they were in the other series, and you think it's fine, so it's fine.
I think they're exactly the same, except they look different. And I don't really care about that.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that I care so much about the look. I just think it just represents the change. That's all.
Yeah. Well, I don't see a change.
Yeah.
I just see new outfits. And I appreciate that they're trying to do something different, because I think if a new generation of Star Trek fans that were like, I kind of liked the old stuff my dad watched when I was growing up.
Yeah.
I didn't really love it that much. It was a bit kooky and weird and whatever. Maybe I'll try this new one though.
Yeah.
And they get this where it's like everything's just like the aliens like the Klingons look like aliens now. They didn't before. They look like people with bumpy foreheads.
Yeah.
These Klingons look like fucking aliens.
Yeah. I really
appreciate that.
Yeah, I really like that metallic-y, blacky sort of color that they went with, and translucent white, and like it was pretty cool.
But I feel the same about their uniforms and what they're wearing. I feel the same.
Yeah.
That if they just replicated the same shit that they were wearing in the original series or Next Gen or whatever, those are so human based that this like tubular, synthetic-y, weird outfits that they're wearing here feel more alien. And that's what I want from my alien species. I want them to feel alien.
Yeah. Well, I want them to be more
human.
No. I want them to be alien. I just want them to be more of an alien race that like is more
human.
No. Fuck off. Let me finish my sentence. Sorry.
Yes. Sorry. Finish the sentence then.
More based on the original stuff. Because they've just changed it too much. The look of them too much. So, because Klingons I saw as more, living off the land in the caves and stuff.
Living off the land?
Yes. Like, literally. Like, their outfits aren't exactly made to be like, I've got to go and fucking polish my fucking suit next week. I've just gone to war and now I've got to go and polish my outfit. I better make sure I replace the jewels on my shoulders.
They kind of did.
No, they don't. They're leather. Most of their outfits are leather.
They're not leather. It's all metallic. Every time they went to the capital city for some new ceremony or something, they have to get the polishing up their fucking batleths ready for a battle.
Batleth, yes.
Whatever. It doesn't matter. Like this... Worf's thing was always shiny.
Yeah.
You think he didn't maintain it?
Yeah, but that's a sash. There's a difference between a single sash that you wear because of.
Oh, it's okay. So it's okay to polish off one sash, but if you polish the whole uniform, that's it.
No, it's not a uniform. It's just an fucking owl. Jesus Christ. We're going to be here for a week. Fucking hell. Fuck.
Okay, let's just move on. What about the Shenzhou? What about the uniforms? We hadn't seen those before, Tom. Were they okay?
Fucking hell. They were fine.
Oh, good. I'm glad something met your approval. What about the hollow communication?
Well, it shouldn't exist. Go ahead.
No, I don't have a problem with it.
Yeah, of course you don't. Fucking hell. Why are we doing this? Anybody?
There's no one else here, Tom. I don't know why you're looking around.
Fuck.
Yeah, anything else to say about that?
No, it's fine.
All good with the Starfleet appearance?
Yeah, well, I mean...
I did have one criticism about Starfleet.
Starfleet?
Only right at the end, that tribunal. Why were they in the dark?
Oh, I know. I was the same. Like it was literally something out of Roger Wilco at the start of Space Quest. Space Quest 6. It was exactly that scene with everyone dark, doing exactly that tribunal, and him standing in the light beam.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I thought that was a bit stupid, but
it was dumb.
It was too theatrical for. Yeah.
They wouldn't do that. I mean, turn the fucking lights on.
Turn the lights on.
Yeah.
Power outage, or we on reserves? We on battery power or something? Like, what's going on here?
Yeah. So stupid.
I really enjoyed the Shenzhou. Like the ship itself is cool. I like the bridge setup. I liked that the bridge has that window sort of under the underneath this time instead of on the top.
Yeah.
That was cool. The uniforms, I quite like the idea of the Starfleet uniforms. I think they look good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't give a shit about the holo communications because I think
again,
we're going to have that. I would assume that we're going to have that at sometime in the future. Like, you got to keep the technology up to date with where we are. So I don't mind that.
No,
I know it doesn't really work with the rest of it, but Deep Space Nine started.
I was just about to say, and we do see it in Deep Space Nine, but
it was brand new technology.
That's it. They talk about it as being new technology in Deep Space Nine. They're a bit behind the times.
Well, we'll let it off.
Yeah, it's one of those things, isn't it? Like you're saying, it is a technology that you need to sort of bring into it in a way, and they do, as we know now, they do explain the Enterprise thing, which is good. Like why the Enterprise doesn't have it.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, the other thing too, which I only just thought about. It's not a criticism.
Oh,
it's
God.
fine. it's just a funny thing I thought of while we were watching it. Is that like they're not very accommodating to different species and stuff. For Starfleet's not accommodating for like their bridges and stuff aren't adjusted for like different crew members' abilities and disabilities in a way. I say disabilities, but I mean just their uniqueness. Like Saru is quite tall, where his console is quite low. He was bending down quite a bit. Yeah. And I'm assuming he's been on the ship for a few years at this point. So why is his console not lifted for him to be able to actually use that comfortably?
No, I absolutely agree.
Yeah, right.
Even the desks in my office here where we record every week.
Yeah.
They have a little button on them so you can stand up if you need to.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
So would they not, as a whole organization based on having different aliens, working with different people, yada, yada, would they not have that kind of thing in place?
You would think so. You would think so.
Yeah. So it's just an observation. I thought, hang on.
Yeah. All right. Let's get into the story.
Radio.
So, the first Star Trek in a very long time opens with the Klingons. And it's T'Kuvma, who is talking about uniting the houses under Kalis against a common enemy.
Yeah.
Those who would say, we come in peace.
Yeah.
And then we cut to Michael Burnham and Georgiou on a desert planet. And the first words out of Michael's mouth are, we come in peace. Like, gee, I wonder who the Klingon enemy is.
Gee.
And then Michael Burnham lectures the captain on what the mission is.
Yeah, what they're doing.
I'm pretty sure the captain probably authorized this mission, and she's right there.
Pretty sure she knows what's happening.
Yeah. But basically, there was a mining accident somewhere on another planet that impacted the heat or water or whatever on this planet. So they were going undercover to shoot the well to let water come back to the colony and save the people.
Yep. That's why they're walking right out in the open with weaponry.
Yep.
Heading straight for the well.
Straight for
out
the well.
in the open.
Yep.
All undercover.
But anyway, they do it. The aliens look cool.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's a cool design.
Yeah.
But they shoot the well, water comes up, and then there's a big storm coming in, and they can't get in touch with their ship. So the captain takes them on a walk to make a symbol like the insignia, so that they can be like a beacon to beam them up from.
Whoever's looking out the window of the ship can go, oh, there they are.
Yeah. Because lots of people I would imagine from orbit are going to be able to see that.
Yeah, under the clouds.
Under the
clouds that are creating the problem for the beacon, for the communicator.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah, complete sense.
Yeah, so that was a bit dumb, but there was the dialogue between the two of them was pretty good, and they gave us some history about the two characters, and
they've been
how
together
they've
for
been
7
together
years and so forth, and they had a good banter, and like it was good. Yeah,
it was good enough. Yeah. Then we had opening credits that we didn't skip.
Yeah. Woo! That's because there was no song.
There was no Faith of the Heart or anything.
Thank Christ.
I mean, we'll skip them in the future, but we watched them through this time because it's the first one. And we get a first officer's log, and she says that they're in the year 2256 according to Earth, and that they're on a mission to an interstellar relay which has been damaged on the outer edges of Federation space, and they don't really know what's happened to it. So they're there to investigate and repair it.
Easy enough.
On the bridge, Saru suspects foul play.
Oh, of course.
And Michael Burnham is countering that argument and saying that it could be anything. You don't know what it is. Like, you shouldn't be so scared all the time, you big baby.
Yeah, so. Did they change his eye colour?
Possibly. You're asking the wrong person.
Yeah, true. I think they changed his eye colour.
All right, then. I'll take your word for it. So Saru and Michael talk about that for a minute, and then Michael goes into the ready room to talk to the captain and says that she thinks there's been foul play. And she agrees with Saru. So they go out onto the bridge. There's some banter about how the science officer and first officer are actually agreeing with each other, and Ensign Connor should make note in the log. It's that's the sort of dynamic that I wish we had, because that bridge crew, even really though good. They obviously didn't have a lot of time together to film, they had really great chemistry amongst all of them. So I wish we got more of that, because they were all really good.
They were fantastic.
The interstellar relay that they're there to investigate is in a binary star system, and there's an asteroid field sort of between them and the stars, and they notice that there's a unidentified object.
Yeah,
there was a joke about that in the field, but they can't get a good look at it, so they use a telescope that the captain has in her ready room, and they still can't really determine what it is. But they also can't get close enough because of the system. Anyway, Michael Burnham says, let me do a flyby. All I need is a thruster pack, and I'm just going to fly out there like Superman. Or like Spock in the motion picture.
Yeah.
So she does that. She gets there. She sees the ornateness of this vessel, and she lands on it.
Idiot.
Bit silly.
Yeah.
When she's on it, she's like scanning and looking around, and then she turns around and there's like a dude in full fucking Metal Gear Solid.
It was the robot from Lost in Space.
It does look
new series.
It did look a bit like that, yeah. It did look a bit like that.
Yeah.
But a computer in a flight suit scans all the symbols on his outfit and determines that it's a Klingon. It's got Klingon symbology on it. So
she freaks out.
Yeah, because she has a history, which she gets into a bit later. But they start to fight, I guess, but it's not much of a fight. He goes to swing at her, and she like pushes him and pushes his weapon through his chest, and he's dead.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah. So just good timing, that was.
Yeah, right? I reckon. I did enjoy the purple blood, though. I was happy to see some purple blood.
Okay with that.
Yeah. Her flight suit has already got damaged, so she's unconscious, and she's floating towards away from the Klingon ship and towards her ship.
Yeah.
The people on her ship can't scan her or reach her. They can't beam her up or anything because
still got interference.
Yeah.
Which is why they couldn't see it in the first place.
Correct. But we cut to commercial, and when we're back, they have got her.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's in sickbay, and she has a flashback to being a child in one of those learning bubbles, those Vulcan learning bubbles from the Kelvin universe.
Yep.
Apparently they existed in the Prime universe too.
Apparently.
But she has a flashback to being in one of those and not being able to keep up with the learning.
That's because it started asking her about Klingons.
And she freaked out.
Yeah, and she freaked out. She has a thing about Klingons.
Racist. So she escapes sickbay because she knows that no one knows that the Klingons are there.
Yeah.
And
that's an early thermal regenerator, I take it? Or
I assume.
Do they have thermal regenerators this early?
I don't.
Because I don't think McCoy doesn't have them.
Don't know.
Anyway, yeah.
She escapes sickbay and runs to the bridge and says, "Put the shields up, red alert, the Klingons are here, the Klingons are here."
Just like that. Yeah.
Just like that.
Extra.
And Giorgio says, "That's impossible. No one has seen a Klingon for 100 years. Anyway, they talk about it. She trusts Michael Burnham, so she goes to red alert. If they are here and they're hiding, how do we draw them out? So they target weapons on the unidentified object that she was investigating, and suddenly a Klingon ship decloaks right in front of them, and they're like, holy fuck, where the fuck did that come from?
What the fuck?
Apparently they didn't know about cloaking devices.
No.
This was obviously new technology for them.
Well, I mean, I'm assuming in Enterprise, did they have cloaks?
I don't think so.
No. So, it must be brand spanking new.
Yeah. Yep. They try to communicate, and they get ignored. But the Klingons are listening to the broadcast on their ship, and after they listen to her do her thing, they talk amongst themselves.
Yeah.
And they are voting for a new torchbearer. So the guy that Michael killed on the ship was apparently the torchbearer.
The Olympics must be coming.
I don't know what that means. Yeah, that's right. And anyway, there's this whole thing, but they end up voting Vok, which is almost an albino Klingon.
Well, he is an albino Klingon, isn't he?
Is he the same albino Klingon from Deep Space Nine?
Not the same. Well, I wouldn't imagine so. If so, he's lived a fucking long time. Yeah.
Well, they do live a long time.
Yeah.
Remember we had the Klingons from the original series were in Deep Space Nine?
Yeah, we still have, But, well, that's true. They do live long enough, I suppose. But I don't think he has the surgery to come back, right?
No, I don't think so either. No, obviously there's more than one albino Klingon.
Yeah. There's obviously an inherent trait in amongst the DNA somewhere.
But Vok gets voted as the torchbearer, which is a big honor.
Yeah. And
apparently.
It's about this time everybody realizes that we're never going to hear the Klingons in English.
That is correct.
Yeah.
And I actually appreciate that.
Because every scene with the Klingon so far is in Klingon.
Yeah.
Whereas historically, throughout any other Star Trek, we've always had have them in English.
Yeah.
At most, we've had like
Copla.
Yeah, we have little bits and pieces, and I think in either a movie or a TV series, they've sort of shown that they were speaking in Klingon, but then like changed it to English for the audience, but sort of shown that that's that they were speaking in Klingon.
Yep.
So something along the lines has done that, but we still heard them in English. So this is quite refreshing in a way to have an actual alien language spoken.
Yeah,
it's good.
Yeah, consistently. I like it too.
Yeah.
With those big makeup masks and teeth and whatever they've got going on, you can tell that it must make it difficult for them to speak Klingon because the way that they talk isn't as doesn't sound as easy as it does when because the language hasn't changed from the original series or next gen or whatever I should say.
Yeah,
it hasn't changed.
I know,
it's still
you can go to university
Klingon.
and study it.
That's right. But the way that they talk sounds different because they're not. They're talking through so much heavy makeup in this show. Yeah.
Poor buggers.
Back on the ship, we see Saru trying to scan.
Huh.
But he's trying to convince everyone to run away.
Yeah, he's like, let's go.
Yeah. And Saru and Michael have a conversation about how his species has been prey, basically. They've been bred to be hunted. And so they've been conditioned to sense death approaching, and he senses it now. They also figure out that the Klingon ship is covered in coffins full of dead Klingons for thousands of years. I assume that anyone in the house that died was put onto that ship.
Yeah.
Which is a unique death ritual.
It is, very much so. Yeah. You might want some potpourri around the ship.
Yeah. Yeah. Klingon potpourri. I wonder what that would smell like. Yeah, like gok. Delicious. In the captain's ready room, she is talking to an admiral, explaining that the Klingons have a cloaking device now, and Michael bursts through without ringing the doorbell, which the admiral points out. Maybe you should knock. The admiral orders Giorgio to stand by for reinforcements, says that the Europa, which is the ship he's on, and a bunch of other ships are heading to them, and to just stand firm until they get there. And then he'll take over once he's there, basically.
Yeah.
But Saru believes we should run away. Michael is convinced that the Klingons are going to attack them, so maybe they should get in first, but maybe not. And while they're talking, this massive light goes off from the Klingon ship through their windows, and starts to blind them. They run out to the bridge, and it's the light is getting brighter. Then now there's an EM sound going through this high pitched like signal as well, and so they're assuming that this is a pulse to try to get reinforcements. This is them signaling to get reinforcement.
Yeah, real physical way of blinding your enemy, isn't that?
Yeah.
And that's where Burnham has a great idea.
To run away to her room and call her daddy.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yep. She runs down to her quarters. She calls Sarek, and he says, look, the Klingons killed your parents, so maybe you should just like let this one go. Let someone else make decisions. Yeah. You're emotionally compromised because you're a human.
Yeah.
He says that the Klingons have been in disarray for generations, so the thought of them coming together to attack now is just bizarre. Doesn't make much sense.
Yeah, a bit silly.
Yeah. Unless they've got a unifier, there might be some unifying figure in the Klingon Empire that is going to try to rally the troops, but he must have some sort of profound cause to do that. And then that's when she's like, well, it's about us. Like, they want to attack us.
Yeah.
She thinks that this guy wants to start a war with the Federation so that he can take control of the Klingon Empire, which is pretty much exactly what he wants to do.
Yep.
And then she asks how the Vulcans ended up having like a peace treaty with the Klingons. Like, how did they get to
along?
that? Yeah. And he's like, you don't need to know that because it's probably not going to be the answer for you.
Yeah, it's unique to us.
You already have some issues, so I don't really want to tell you. And we don't hear him say anything. We just cut to the bridge, and she gets back, and she talks to Giorgio and says, we have to shoot the Klingons. Like, the Vulcans ended up in battle every time they met, and in the end they just started firing as soon as they saw a Klingon ship without, like, they fired first every time they come in range. And that was a language that the Klingons understood, and that language led to respect, and that respect led to the conversations around boundaries and shit.
Yep.
So use the language that they know. So she's trying to convince Giorgio to fire. Giorgio says, no. This is in the ready room, by the way.
Yeah.
We're not going to do this. Like, this is not what Starfleet does. We do not fire first.
No.
Giorgio says, you're emotional because of your history with the Klingons. They killed your parents. Of course you're upset with the Klingons. And Michael goes, I am not emotionally compromised. Shoot it and rip off its neck.
Not emotional at all.
Yeah. What about self-reflective? You're very self-reflective. Giorgio orders her to stand down, and Michael Burnham says, "Yeah, you know what? You're right. Yeah, you're right, Captain." She looks a bit teary, and then
she puts on the face she has for the rest of the series.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's where her face changes from what she had in that whole start to exactly what the face is
on the verge of tears.
Entire rest of the entire series is just on the verge of tears. Even when she's trying to be happy, it's exactly this face.
It's sad happy.
It's sad happy.
I'm happy, but I know it's not going to last.
Yeah, she's got this permanent depressed face the entire rest of it.
Yeah.
Yep.
But she does the Vulcan nerve pinch on the captain, and she drops down, and then she runs back to the bridge and takes control, basically.
Yeah.
She tells Saru to stand down. She loads the torpedoes into the torpedo launchers.
And Saru's like, hello?
Yeah, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing?
She's like, just go back to
Target
your
the
station.
weapons. Bah.
Yeah, but you're perspirating and all.
Yeah.
Now
she orders them to fire, and just as she does, the captain comes out of the ready room and says, belay that order. What the fuck are you doing? This is a mutiny. You've gone against my orders. You know where I stand. You know what we're doing. She's like, I'm trying to save you, Captain. I'm trying to save all of you.
Mm-hmm. And then the lights go off.
The lights go off. Yep. And a whole heap of Klingon ships drop out of warp. And that's the end of the episode.
Yep.
Dun, dun, dun. Then we watch the next one.
So here's a couple of things.
Yes.
Was Saru right in that situation?
That they should have ran away.
No. When Burnham come out giving orders, should he have just shut the fuck up? I mean, she is second in command.
Yes.
So he should have just shut up.
Yes.
And not said anything. So he should have just gone to his corner.
Well, I mean, sort of, yeah.
Yeah.
But would they do that? No. Like, no one would do that.
No.
Like, if Captain Picard said, we're not going to fire on these people.
Yeah. And then they went into the ready room.
Come out of the ready room after talking to Picard and said, the captain's busy. Fire torpedoes.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure Data would be like, what happened to the captain?
Yeah.
And the captain specifically said, do not fire.
Yeah, and you haven't been put in charge yet.
Exactly.
You haven't been put there.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not in charge. The captain's just behind that door, right?
Technically, yes, he should have followed orders and not questioned anything, but he didn't stop her from loading the torpedoes or doing anything. He didn't like override her orders.
Yeah.
He was just questioning them.
Asking questions.
Yeah.
Cool. Good. We're agreed.
Yeah. Okay. I'm glad.
I just wanted to see because I agree. Like he had no right. He kind of needed to get in his box, but it's not the end of the world. Like
he can ask questions.
He can ask questions.
They can always ask questions.
Yeah. And like you said, he didn't actually stop anything from happening, and everyone on the ship was just doing what they were told still, but they were all like,
what?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's good. I just liked the tension that was building on that. And he was like pushing it.
Yeah.
Even though he wasn't following his own orders, but that was okay because he was still questioning. I liked it. It was good. And secondly, we touched on this while we were watching it. Should she have shot? Yeah.
I don't think it would have made a difference.
You don't reckon?
If she had a shot, the Klingons would have dropped out of warp, just as like the front of that ship was just coming detached from its neck.
Yeah,
to use her words.
Yeah.
So
would that not
would have just started the fight quicker, I guess, and the Klingons probably would have.
But the Klingons weren't unified at that point because they didn't.
But they would have just seen a Starfleet vessel destroy a Klingon ship.
Yeah.
So they probably would have just fired on the Federation ship anyway.
But that might not have done what she said it would do.
It might not have... What?
Like shown the Klingons that they had strength? and that they were willing to fight
so.
and things, and that
I mean, it's possible, but I don't think so. I think there was 50 Klingon ships. I reckon they would have wiped that one ship out in like 3 seconds and warped away.
Yeah,
and that would have been, and nothing would have changed in the Klingon Empire because they didn't know who T'Kuvma was yet.
Yeah,
because they hadn't had that recruitment speech.
Yeah,
so
it would have stopped a war.
They would have stopped that battle. Yeah,
would have stopped that battle, which would have stopped the war or whatever. But she would have killed her crew.
Yeah.
I think you're right. So I think Burnham was right. She would have stopped a war.
Yeah.
She would have done that, but she would have killed her captain, which was her inevitable thing that she wanted to do anyway.
Yeah.
So she was right and wrong.
Yeah.
But I totally inevitably think that would have successfully.
They shouldn't have been baited. They should have just left.
They should have gone. Yeah. They should have done what Saru said.
Yeah, that's right. As soon as they realized it was Klingons, they should have just left.
Yeah.
Like, leave it. Yeah. Just leave it alone.
Yep.
And just monitor the situation. Like, recruit somewhere else. Like,
go back to the closest starbase or whatever.
Yeah, that's right. And meet everyone there. Like, all the ships that are coming to them now.
Yeah.
Meet us at the nearest starbase. Mm-hmm. Let's regroup and keep a watch on this situation.
Yeah, in the area, but let them come to us.
And then let a bunch of them go into the relay to try to fix it because obviously they need to fix their equipment because it's in their space, so why not?
Yeah.
And just, at least they would have had backup and they would have had whatever they needed right off the bat.
Yep.
So...
Yeah, and just leave Klingons alone. Don't even talk to them. Just sidestep it.
Yeah.
Give them some time to leave.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because they clearly were baited in by the Klingons and the Klingons got exactly what they wanted.
Yeah, because they got you there by destroying one of your relays.
Which they knew would happen.
Yeah, it was all just...
You played right into the Klingon plans.
Every single thing you did.
Yep.
Saru was 100% right on all counts.
Usually.
Mm-hmm. He's good.
Episode 2.
Yeah.
Battle of the Binary Stars. The first thing we get is a flashback to Michael Burnham coming to the Shenzhou originally.
Yeah.
And meeting Giorgio and whatever.
Yeah.
And then we go back to the bridge where they're still arguing. And Michael Burnham says they're trying to unite their houses against us. And Giorgio sends her to the brig.
Yeah. Says you're basically being arrested for mutiny.
Yeah, that's right. Then we skip the opening credits.
Mm-hmm.
And we go back to the Klingon ship and all the leaders of the different houses which have just flown in are hollow communicating to T'Kuvma. And this is where he does his recruitment speech, which includes a bit of a flashback to him
getting beaten up as a
child. Yeah. Because he finds this old ship that he's flying now is like it used to belong to his father and it's an ancient Klingon ship. And he demanded respect. And he paid the price for that. Yeah. So anyway, he's trying to recruit the rest of the houses to follow him and his teachings of Karles against the Federation because he's worried that the Federation is going to assimilate them, basically.
Yeah, the plague on the space.
Yeah. And so his whole pitch is that we need to band together so that we can remain Klingon because these people are going to remove our culture. They're going to sanitize us, basically.
Pretty sure we've heard all this before just recently, haven't we?
Sounds familiar.
Yeah. Starfleet Academy had the same thing, right?
Yep.
Thousands of years in the future, the Klingons are still worried about this happening.
Well, identity is very important to the Klingons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently so.
Well, in the future, they lose Kronos. So
it's even bigger.
It's a bigger problem because they don't even have a homeworld anymore to call their own. So it was, it's valid in both instances.
Yeah. I mean...
Because in this time period that we're watching now in Discovery, like the Federation's still kind of in its infancy.
Yeah.
Like it's still expanding and exploring and whatever else. So I can see that this
is a new threat
to the Klingons after 100 years since Archer or whatever. They've had some interactions, but it just seems to be growing and growing and expanding and expanding. So it's definitely a threat to their existence. In their perceived mind,
yeah.
But one of the Klingons, Cole, just declares that he's not going to work with T'Kuvma. You don't have a seat here. You don't come from a worthy house, so we're done. That's it. I'm not interested. But all the other ones are like, tell me more.
Yeah, I can hear this
Cole
out.
might not like this, but I kind of do. Tell me more. Tell me more about this federation.
Are there benefits of this?
Is there a discount code if we sign up? He says that the Federation does not come in peace, that they want to destroy our individuality and we need to remain Klingon. And then that's it. Shit's on. They fight.
They fight.
They fight. They fight and fight and fight. So there's a big battle. The Shenzhou takes a lot of damage. Michael Burnham's in the brig. She tries to get updates and can't because the computer's like, no, you are a prisoner. You don't get updates.
Just because you're the first officer.
Yeah. The bridge starts to explode. All these people get injured. Ensign Connor gets sent to sickbay, but he's so disoriented. He walks into the brig thinking it's sickbay. And he's like, where's the medical staff? And he's having a bit of a moment like, why are we fighting? We're Starfleet. We're explorers.
He's clearly a new officer.
Yeah.
He's not one that's been with them for 7 years.
Well, I think they all must be kind of new because right near the start when they were in the first, in the ready room, Michael says, I've seen the crew work in simulations. Like, they're ready. They're ready for this.
Which is right. You're right. But but they have been working together for 7 years, though.
Well, at least her and Giorgio and Saru probably.
Yeah.
Maybe not the rest of the crew. Maybe they're kind of newish. Maybe they've just gone through a rotation. I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. The ship gets blown up.
Certainly
and
doesn't.
Ensign Connor gets blown out into space.
Yeah, Connor's not around long.
Nope. And so the brig, her cell in the brig is the only part left of the whole brig.
Yeah.
Because the whole room is gone now and it's just her
little part of the wall and a safety barrier.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. But she's knocked unconscious in the explosion and we get another flashback to back to the Vulcan learning pods.
But they're on fire.
They're all on fire. And Sarek finds little young Michael unconscious and does a mind meld to try to get to her or whatever. But Michael wakes up before we get too much into that.
Yeah.
And she's standing there with her cell open into space. And we hear on the bridge that they have lost all these different sections of different decks and they think that Michael's dead because the brig is gone. They're like, deck 9. Oh my God, the brig. Yeah. And you can tell on the look on Giorgio's face. She's like, oh my God, Michael's dead.
Yeah, Saru and hers is like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, you put her there.
Then we get this weird shit. Then we get this weird Vulcan shit.
Yeah.
With the space meld.
I'm glad we came up with a name for it because I'm pretty sure I throw out the season, right?
I think it. I think it happens again.
Yeah, pretty sure it happens at least another couple of times.
Yeah. So because Sarek and Michael mind melded when she was a child at the bombing.
Yeah.
Apparently now they can space meld.
Yeah, and are they alluding to this connection that they have and this conversation over space, this space meld?
Space meld.
Yeah. Are they alluding to that being one of the reasons that he had issues when he's older?
I didn't get that, but sure.
Didn't get that?
No.
No?
He said that
it takes a toll.
Difficult, that it was physically demanding to do it.
Yeah.
And I didn't get that it was responsible for anything in the future. No? Just that it was difficult to do.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
That's cool. Well, I was just reading too much into it. Well, I wasn't reading too much into it. It just popped into my head that might have been a reason.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Anyway, he says that he sensed her despair and had to communicate and told her to basically...
Buck up.
Yeah. You know what you're doing. Like, you're a good kid.
Yeah.
She's like, what? You've never boasted my self-esteem before.
Yeah, you've never encouraged me.
Yeah. And he's like, first time for everything. Live long and prosper. Peace out, bro.
That's almost exactly what he did.
Pretty much. And then we get more battle. The Shenzhou's so fucked that the Klingons go after them and they don't even blow them up because they're like, whatever, you're about to drift off into that asteroid field anyway.
That'll take care of you.
You're fine. So the Klingons fuck off. And just before they're about to crash, the Europa arrives and tractor beams them away from the danger of the asteroid. The Admiral comes on his holo communicator and says, "What the fuck happened?" And Giorgio says, "We hailed, they fired, now we're here."
Yeah.
And he wants to replace the ceasefire, so he holo communicates while also holo communicating to the Klingon ship. He's holo communicating to both ships, saying, "I want a ceasefire.
It's
no,
a group holo
please
chat.
let us talk." And Takuma responds saying that we have been waiting for someone worthy. Prepare for our envoy. Like, get ready for the Klingons to come over for a peace talk. And the cloaked Klingon ship rams through the Europa.
Yeah.
Like, totally destroying it. And, just goes straight through it. Ridiculous.
Awesome.
But the Europa self-destructs while they still can to try to blow up the Klingon ship.
Yeah, except nothing happens, right? Like, it doesn't damage
Europa's destroyed. The Klingon ship's still fine.
Yeah.
Because those Klingon ships are sturdy motherfuckers.
Yeah. A fucking warp engine exploding didn't do a damn thing.
Nope.
And, fucked.
On the Klingon ship, Takuma sends his leaders, all these leaders of the houses, back to Kronos to say, spread the word, we're uniting as one empire. And they're chanting, "Takuma, the unforgettable. Takuma, Takuma. Unity for the empire."
Hail, hail. Oh.
So all the Klingons fuck off back to home, back to Kronos. On the Shenzhou, they are hailed by Takuma on the flagship and say that you are too close to Klingon space. He basically declares war. You are too close to us. We don't want you here. We are against you. Yeah. The only reason I'm letting you alive is so that you can return to your people and herald the coming of the Klingons.
Yeah.
You should be done.
You are witnesses to this.
So go back and tell people to get ready for the Klingon invasion because we are going to fuck you up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Comfortable.
Back in the brig, Michael Burnham negotiates with the computer to let her out.
Yeah, which is quite interesting.
Yeah. AI.
Yeah.
It's the future.
That's it.
But it works.
What did they call it? Do you have it written down or what it was?
What?
The protocol?
No,
it was. Fuck! I wish I could remember. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Let's move on.
The computer wasn't going to let her out, and she negotiates so that it'll drop the force field and open the door on the other side of this gaping hole so that she can go back into the ship because otherwise she's going to die.
Yeah.
So that happens, and she goes back up to the bridge and interrupts Saru and Giorgio talking about what the fuck to do because they want to hurt. They want to hurt Takuma. They want to make them pay.
Yeah. Yep.
And she comes in and says, "You can't do that. If you kill Takuma, you're going to make him a martyr. Like he will be the messiah of the Klingon people and unite them forever against us.
Yeah.
But if you arrest him, you will shame him, and he will be seen as a failure, and everyone will leave him the fuck alone.
Yeah,
that'll be the end of it.
Yep.
So that's the plan." Even though Giorgio wants to send bombs.
Yeah.
So to do this, she puts a bomb in a dead Klingon body because the Klingons are using this green tractor beam stuff to recover the bodies of their people so that they can do the burial thing in the coffins on the outsides.
Yeah.
So she beams a bomb onto one of those Klingon bodies, and once it gets on board, it explodes and does exactly what Burnham wanted to do in the first place and cut the neck so the head of the ship falls off, basically. And then Giorgio and Burnham beam onto the Klingon ship to go and arrest Takuma. And they fight a couple of Klingons.
Yeah, take out a few easily.
And then Michael Burnham fights Vok, and Giorgio is fighting Takuma. And she gets a good shot in. And then Takuma shoves a knife straight through Giorgio's chest.
Yeah.
And she dead.
Yeah, pretty quick.
Yeah, she's dead.
Yeah. Burnham's escaped the other guy. And then Burnham, for some reason, turns her phaser to kill and then shoots Takuma.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which then sends Takuma to the ground.
Yep.
And then Burnham's running over to the Giorgio's body and Saru's like, what's happened to the captain's life signs? I don't have any life signs for the captain. What's going on? Where's the life signs for the captain? And Burnham's like, I'm not going to leave her body. I'm not going to leave her body. And Saru's like, well, if she's dead, I'm sorry, but you have to. And then he beams her straight to the ship.
Yep.
Leaving the Captain George's body on the Klingon ship.
Yep.
To which Burnham is not happy.
And we see Vok crying over Takuma's body, and the Shenzhou's escape pods all shoot out, and they're abandoning the ship. And then we hear the charges from the tribunal, the trial against Michael, listing all these charges. The last one of those charges being mutiny, and asking how she pleads. And she says guilty. And then she's asked if she has any other things to say, and she goes on this big rant about how much she loves Starfleet.
So much ranting.
Now we're at war, and I'm the enemy, and it's sad. And she gets sentenced to life imprisonment, and that's the end of the episode.
Yep.
Yeah. As a pilot episode, it's pretty damn good.
I mean, yeah, it is.
Like, it is a good story.
Yeah.
It's a good story. It's a good setup.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
It's dramatic.
I remember when they said that the focus of this series was going to be on the first officer, and I was like, that is so weird that you're going to have a first officer perspective. Like,
yeah,
it's usually like the captain is the lead, but it's usually an ensemble.
Yeah.
But to have a focus on the first officer, I thought that's weird. And then watching this, and then the ship gets destroyed, and then the captain dies, and then the first officer gets thrown in jail, and I'm like, what the fuck is the rest of this show going to be about?
That's it.
Like, what is this? This is amazing.
This isn't even the first officer, because he's not the first officer, and he's, what is happening?
Yeah.
Dead
So it was a
captains.
really good setup. It was a really good... I remember at the time thinking, what the fuck? This is good Star Trek.
Yeah.
Like, this is amazing.
Absolutely. Like, it was certainly different.
And looking back, like thinking about Discovery now, I don't think of it in a very fond, positive way. At the time when this first season came out, I really enjoyed it. And I think the later seasons that I don't enjoy so much have made me think about this season and maybe next season with some cynicism and dislike.
Yeah.
But I remember enjoying season 1 and 2 at the time. And I haven't revisited them much since 2017 and 18 or whenever the season 2 came out.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I really enjoyed this more than I thought I would today, rewatching it. So I'm looking forward to watching some more.
Yeah. I also remember watching like season 1 and quite enjoying it, but I haven't watched it really since either. So we're sort of in the same boat in that.
Yeah.
Because it is the later seasons that I was a bit like, okay.
After the jump, after the time jump into the future.
Yeah.
And there were parts in season 2 I remember not liking as well.
I agree.
And there's still, I'm pretty sure there's parts in season 1 I don't particularly like.
Yeah.
But overall, I think I enjoyed it at the time.
Yeah.
And I think the later seasons have influenced what I think of as the first couple of seasons. But anyway, I really enjoyed watching those today.
Yeah. Yeah, I did too.
Yeah. It was much, much better than I remember.
Yeah. Me too. No, it was good.
What really about life lessons in this one, Tom?
Well, it's an interesting mix, isn't it? Because of a couple of different things.
It's your job.
Yeah, I know. But it's a hard one to get life lessons from. I think it is. I mean, because she stuck to her guns to literally try and do what she thought was right. And that didn't exactly pan out. And then you've got like Starfleet. I honestly don't know whether they've done the right thing or not there. So it's a little hard to draw a life lesson when there's not really anything that come out of this that is good. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I guess basically the lesson out of it would be something along the lines of, having each other's back in situations like this, in dark situations, having the people you care about and having their backs, trusting those around you is probably a good thing, even though Burnham and the captain.
Yeah. I think Burnham let her emotions get the best of her.
Yeah.
So I think there's something to be said about trying not to run purely on emotions.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a hard one. Cause,
and if the Klingons are involved, always fire first.
Yeah.
Maybe not. All right, let's talk about IMDb ratings. Our examples of 1 episodes are Voyager's Threshold and Next Gen's Code of Honor. Examples of 10 episodes are Deep Space Nine's Far Beyond the Stars and The Visitor. Considering those episodes, what should we rate the Vulcan Hello and Battle at the Binary Stars? Should we rate them the same or should we separate them? I think they're pretty on par with each other, to be honest.
Yeah, they are, and they sort of come as a parcel. So
yeah,
together is the way to go, I think. And
sure.
I would put them up relatively high. I did enjoy them more than I thought I would.
Same.
So I'm going to go with an 8 or a 9, probably an 8. Depending on 8 or a 9.
Look, we gave a few episodes in last season's Strange New Worlds 9s. The Trouble with Edward last week, we gave a 9.
Yeah, but that's because it's uniquely
Ask a Not.
something.
Last week we gave an 8.
Which one was that?
The one with the ensign being psychologically tested by the captain.
Oh yeah, we gave that an 8.
We gave that an 8. I think this is better.
Yeah, I think it's on par with that. We could probably go a 9. I'm happy with a 9. It has to be an 8 or a 9. I did like The Trouble with Edward.
I think a 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy with a 9, I think.
All right. 9 it is. It is pretty up there. It just doesn't give us much wiggle room, that's all.
No, because if it gets much
better or much worse.
I think that for what we've done with the previous ones as well, Ask Not and The Trouble with Edwards, I don't know if they should have been so high. All right. 9 it is for the Vulcan Hello and Battle at the Binary Stars then. Great. All right. That's it for this week. We'll be taking a week off next week while I do some traveling for work, so we won't be back next week, but we will be back the week after with 2 Breach episodes of Strange New Worlds and the next episode of Discovery. But in the meantime, if you want to join in the conversation, you can find us on Facebook at Temporal Directive Podcast and on Instagram, just Temporal Directive, or feel free to email us at wakefield_productions@outlook.com. Live long and prosper.
Peace and long life.